We're here with New Mexico men's basketball coach Steve Alford. Steve, thanks so much for your time. It's a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, you only lose one 4-year starter, but that starter leaves a pretty big void in your lineup. Can you talk about Demetrius Walker, Hugh Greenwood, and Dominique Dunning, and how those three guys might fill that?
Well, I think anytime you go into another year and you lose somebody like Darius Gary, all-time winningest Lobo, and just what he meant to our team, he gave us such a physical presence in the backcourt. You got to fill that with physical presence, and I think the three guys you mentioned are all physical guards. Greenwood, Dunning, and Walker are all very physical guards. They don't look like freshmen, and in Demetrius' case, a sophomore. They look like juniors and seniors body-wise. So I'm hoping we don't take we like physical guards, and we like to be able to play that way in the backcourt, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
How much of a benefit is it to have Drew Gordon for a full season?
Well, anytime you got a first-round NBA pick, you like to have him for as many games as possible, and he was great for us for half the season, so it's very nice having him going into a season now where we got him for the entire year.
I think you've only had one senior each of the past 2 years. Now you got three. How much of a plus is that?
Well, we hope it's a tremendous plus. Now, each of those 2 years, Roman Martinez 2 years ago and Darius Gary last year, those are big-time seniors. Yeah, you wish you had 3 or 4 of those at a time. But this year, having Drew Gordon, who I've already mentioned, with his talent, and then having A.J. Hardiman and Philip McDonald, these guys have basically started for us for 3 years. So they're going to be in their 4th year now. They've won 74 games. They've won 2 championships. They've been in postseason every year. So we've got a lot of, I think, experience of what it takes to get to that level. Now we just got to hope that we can stay healthy and continue to get better.
Back to your point about the guards, obviously there's a lot of talent there. Is there enough basketball to go around?
Well, I'd rather have that issue. You'd rather have that issue than giving the basketball to people who don't know what they're doing with it. So that's our job. We got to figure that out. And you know what? The competition the competition of fall and the competition of practice all that works out itself. And guys get to class or they don't get to class, or they do what's right or they don't do what's right. And that always kind of affects the way the minutes happen. But I'm glad we got a deep backcourt. Expectations
are high. Do the players like that?
I hope so. That's something that we've been kind of gearing for. We're 5 years into it now, and we've had some success, and we've built a program, and so now the next step is just to continue to get better. And each time you try to take a step in the positive, it gets more and more difficult. And you got to have players that have a very tough mindset, knowing how difficult that is, and now they do all the little things to try to accomplish that.
Our thanks to New Mexico men's basketball coach Steve Alford. Coach, best of luck this season, and thanks again.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.